saying, let's go.
A long-suffering Cub fan. The quick pitch. And Baez sends it deep to left. Pagan is there at the wall, and it's in the basket. It looked, John, off the bat like that was going to get on out to Waveland.
It was. The wind was blowing that ball back as much as it possibly could. And I said this guy's power is off the chart. And that 3-2 pitch, and this crowd now could breathe a little bit.
Bases loaded, infield back, except at the corners. From the stretch, the pitch. A little looper into shallow center field. That's a base hit. One run is in. Baez trying to score. The throw to the plate. Not in time. 2-run score. Kyle Hendricks, a 2-run single.
2 out, nobody on with the 1-2 pitch. Lined right back at Hendricks, who recovers to field it. The throw is offline, and Pagan is safe, and now they'll have to check on Hendricks. Here's what happened.
Wow, he's done.
Yeah, he's coming out. And so the Cubs are going to the bullpen, and the new pitcher is going to get as much time as he needs. That looks like Travis Wood to me. I think it is Travis Wood who's going to come in.
Travis Wood batting for the first time. He drives one in the air. Deep left field. It's got a chance. Gone.
Yeah, he can hit a little bit. No doubt about it. And Wood knew it. He got all of it. Hit it about 10 rows up in the bleachers.
And right away, the energy comes right back into the Cubs dugout.
Travis Wood with a curtain call. That is his first career postseason home run.
The 3-1. Lined into right field. That'll rattle around. Bryant scores easily. Rizzo held it third. And it's a 2-run ball game with nobody out in the ninth.
See, and that's exactly what Zobrist did. They hole it back. He stayed on the low sinkers. He waited one for that came up above the knees, and you saw exactly what he was able to do. He was ready, he turned and burned on it.
Handed pitting during the regular season. Back up the middle and through. Rizzo scores. Here's Zobrist, and the Cubs have tied it here in the ninth.
We'll make that 2 for 2 now, Matt. He hooked the curveballs. He stayed right there with the pitch and took it right back up the middle.
The series winning run. Hayward bunting. Smith will go to second. They come down the lead man. Throw to first is offline. Hayward's on his way to second. The go-ahead run in scoring position now.
Baez has played a prominent role in the entire series and the 0-2 from Strickland. Baez hits a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Hayward around third. He will score. Cubs lead 6-5. Javier Baez with a broken bat single up the middle. And the Cubs dugout jumping up and down in absolute delight.
How about a 4-spot in the top of the ninth inning? Unbelievable inning for the Cubs.
Everyone is standing, Cub fans and Giants fans alike. Chapman ready from the stretch. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, that's out number 1. And that had to be close to 100 miles an hour.
102 to be exact.
Chapman with that high setup near the Adams apple. Myers swing and a miss. Strike 3. And now the Giants are down to their last chance, not only for this ball game, but for this season. Cubs 1 strike away from the league championship series appearance. And the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Cubs win. Celebration time on the mound at AT&T Park. The Cubs have taken care of the San Francisco Giants in 4 games. Great win for the Chicago Cubs.
Chapman trying to send the Cubs on to the next round. The set, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. He got it. Aroldis Chapman strikes out the side in the ninth, and the Chicago Cubs are moving on to the National League Championship Series.
The Giants finally blow one here in October And the Cubs have wrapped up this division series.
4 runs in the top of the 9th inning. The biggest 9th inning comeback in a postseason clinch game in Major League history.
And here's Baez coming to the plate. He is safe. 3-0. He got aggressive and then said, well, I'm done. And the only way I can make something happen is to not stop whatsoever. That aggression, got a little lucky, and a run for the Cubs.
It's a steal of home for Javier Baez, who's doing everything right.
It wouldn't surprise me, Ron, if they walked Coghlan to force Joe Madden to decide about Chapman's at-bat.
They're going to walk Coghlan to load the bases.
Coghlan with great numbers against Blanton, but this is as much about getting Chapman out of the game. Miguel Montero could be a hero tonight in Game 1.
The windup and the pitch. Montero drives one in the air. Deep right field. It's got a chance. Grand slam. Grand slam, Miguel Montero. Cubs lead 7-3.
Wrigley Field is shaking right now after the blast of Montero. Unbelievable.
Grand slam, Miguel Montero to blow it open in the bottom of the 8th.
The party's on at Wrigley Field.
Now Fowler with a fly ball, right field, deep, gone. Home run, Dexter Fowler.
Back-to-back, 8-3.
Fowler, a towering drive to right. It just got over the wall. Cubs lead 8-3.
If it could get louder, I'd like to see it. We said the home run ball would come into play eventually. It did here in the bottom of the 8th.
That is hit deep to center. Back at the wall. It is gone. 4-0 Chicago. Russell breaks out.
Well, the hitters count, and they chose to challenge him. I'm a little confused on why they would challenge him 2-0 with Lackey on deck, but he was ready. Well, I mentioned earlier that they need a hero, and that is the one guy right there that can get it going for the Cubs. Russell, an elephant just came off his back.
That's into right center field, back at the wall. This ball, gone. Rizzo, his first. 5-0 Chicago in the 5th. And this guy is a major run producer, 109 RBIs during the regular season. And it took him until his 8th game of this postseason to get his first RBI, let alone home run. And had to feel good for Rizzo. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. The 0-1. High fly ball into center. The shortstop Russell. A big one. 2-run shot. 3-1 Chicago in the 6th. That's into right field. Down. Fowler to the plate. Cubs lead. That's into left center field. Tolles is there, but he drops it. Rizzo into second. Zobrist into right center field. Going to get it. Peterson tagging Bryant. Tagging Rizzo. 2-0 runner at third. 1 out. 16-game winner Kyle Hendricks on the mound. Struck him out. Oh, they have him leading. Picked him off. Now he strikes him out down. Hendricks in total command. Still rolling. 2 out. Base hit by Josh Reddick. Ends an incredible string by Kyle Hendricks. A masterpiece for the 26-year-old.
On center, Ernie Banks, Harry Carey. It's time for the 9th inning. Cubs lead 5-0. The fan support has been amazing tonight. And all season long, always think about the fans, Ron, when the Cubs get close. And they're about as close now as you can get. Yasiel Puig pinch hitting. And he will hit a ground ball toward short. Russell goes to Baez one. Over to first. The Cubs are going to the World Series. The Cubs win the pennant.
It's a madhouse here at Wrigley Field right now as the Cubs are celebrating on the mound, surrounding Chapman. Rizzo pumping his fist into the air, and it's bedlam
Chicago Cubs are going to the World Series for the first time since 1945. The Dodgers will be flying home tomorrow.
The National League champion Chicago Cubs will play the Cleveland Indians in the World Series. All 25 guys, plus the coaches and manager Joe Madden, celebrating on the mound. The Cubs are celebrating on the mound. Anthony Rizzo waving to the fans. Bear hugs, high fives, handshakes, laughter. What a great scene.
That's down into the right field corner. It'll get down, hit the wall. Bryant will dig for third. They're going to bring it. The throw mishandled. 1-0 Chicago.
Will Joe let him go on 3-0?
He does, and a base hit. Here comes Rizzo. No throw to the plate. Schwarber's delivered 2-0. He's back with Jose Ramirez coming up. Heat is coming out of the bullpen. A strikeout ends the inning. And after Montgomery, Chapman comes in and slams the door on the 8th. Davis 0 for 1. 0 for 2. One away in the ninth. To the right side, Baez down on a knee. 2 out. Chapman, ground ball to short. Addison Russell. The Cubs have evened the series. A 5-1 win.
Trevor Bauer, the right-hander, fired.
Nutrition that's a step ahead for their best life.
Fly ball, deep left center field, back toward the wall. He's got a chance. Gone!
That's what you do with a fastball in the middle of the plate. You hit a line drive rocket over the 368. Side and left center, and the Cubs are on the board.
This place is shaking. The Cubs' last World Series win in Wrigley, Game 6, 1945 against Detroit, October 8th. It's the 30th of October, 2016. Struck him out. That would be a Game 6.
Chapman brings it. Swing and a miss. And there will be a Game 6. The Cubs win by a score of 3-2.
And the Cubs are still alive, and Chapman with an impressive 8-out save.
And the World Series is headed back to Cleveland. Game 6.
As the ball gets away, and Russell ends up at third. In a big misplay out in right center. It's 3-0.
Half slide, half barrel, and 2 outs. Nobody on, and the next thing you know, it's 3-0 Cubs.
2-0. Fly ball to left center. At the wall. Grand slam. 7-0 Chicago. Addison Russell came into this game over his last 8, hitting over 300. 2 huge home runs in the NLCS out in Los Angeles. And now a crushing grand slam here in the 3rd inning to open it up. That's in the air to center. Back at the wall. It is gone. What a start. Dexter Fowler, hello in Game 7. 1-0 Chicago. Well, Dexter Fowler couldn't have drawn it up any better. It's the first ever leadoff home run in a Game 7, and it belongs to Dexter Fowler. High fly ball into right center. Davis came in, goes back, won't get there off the wall. In to score is Zobrist, and the lead is 2. It's 3-1. The catcher, here's what he had to say earlier.
I'm trying. It's understandably so. I hear you. I'm an emotional wreck. Well, it's only going to get worse. Just continue to breathe. That's all you can do, buddy. That's all you can do. It's only going to get worse. Yeah. Wait till the 9th for this 3-1 lead.
See if that here's Ryan taking off. Here's a shot into right by Rizzo. Ryan's going to come around. The throw by Chisenhall. Now Candles. Another run. Ryan's safe, and it's 5-1. Just as we get ready to start the 10th, the grounds crew is told by this umpiring crew and the crew chief, John Hirschbeck, to bring out the tarp.
Jason Hayward, top of the 10th inning, a rain delay. You call a team meeting. Tell me why you did it, what was said.
I just had to remind them who they were. I just had to remind everybody who we are, who these guys are, what we were coming to get here. Win or lose, we never worried about that. Approaching every day, beginning of every day, we never worry about win or loss. We just worry about how we're going to go out there and have fun, compete, be right there for the guys next to us, and not take the situation for granted. So I just had to remind them that, man, I'm proud of them. I say it all the time, but I'm proud of these guys.
And we are ready for the resumption of play. 17-minute delay, we understand. Schwarber rips a base hit into right field.
And Schwarber now will be lifted for a pinch runner, Albert Almora. High fly ball into center. Back is Davis. One step from the wall. Tagging is Almora with great base running. And into second with one out. Rizzo tonight hit by pitch, an RBI single. He will be intentionally walk.
Tie game, 10th inning, 1 down to pitch. Ground ball to third, base hit down the left field line. The go-ahead run will score. The ball is backhanded by Geyer. Rizzo goes to third. Double for Zobrist. Cubs lead 7-6.
You talk about a big plate appearance for the Chicago Cubs. Zobrist against Shaw, a backdoor cutter, and Zo shoots it down the third base line. Oh, and now his first at-bat of the night, Miguel Montero.
The pitch to Montero. Ground ball left field base hit. One is in. Zobrist around third, holding. Cubs lead 8-6. Miguel Montero comes through.
Great job here in the 10th inning, too, of just doing little things right, putting the ball in play, taking what the pitcher has given him.
The Cubs are 1 out away from winning the title. And Cub fans, you are going to remember where you were right now for the rest of your life. It'll be Mike Montgomery to try to get the final out. 2 down. Cubs lead by a run. Tying run at first. Martinez at the plate. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. The Cubs come pouring out of the dugout, jumping up and down like a bunch of delirious 10-year-olds. The Cubs have done it. The longest drought in the history of American sports is over, and the celebration begins. It's never felt better to fly the W. Great scene on the field, bear hugs, absolute joy. The Cubs have done it. Their first world title since 1908.
Davis a decent lead being held on by Rizzo. And the next pitch to Martinez, a swing and a slow chopper toward third. Here comes Bryant on to first. And the Cubs have won the World Series. A moment that many thought might never happen has happened here in Cleveland for the first time in 108 years.
It's over, and the Cubs have finally won it all. For good measure, the foot of Chris Bryant slipped on that final out, but he still threw a strike to Rizzo.
What an incredible World Series. And in 10 innings, the Indians have fallen to the Chicago Cubs by a final score of 8-7 in arguably one of the most riveting and entertaining World Series in baseball history. These two clubs put on one of the all-time beauties in World Series play.
The Chicago Cubs are World Series